The grace and peace of our Lord Jesus Christ to all of you. And I am sitting here in my kitchen having a crab feast. Yes, I am. I just picked up a wonderful pan of fresh crab from our Knights of Columbus, because this is our crab feast 2021. Now, weren't able to do it in person, which is a disappointment because it's always great to be able to crack crab with others. It's always great fun. But at least we were able to get some crab this year. And next year, looking forward to getting together. And so I'm sitting here doing this. You can see this. Here, how about this pile right there? Look at that. Look at that pile of crab. Yeah, quite a bit. And so I'm doing this with my device here we found in the cupboard, the crab cracker. Is that what they call this thing? I think we call it that. That makes sense. It's cracking crab, so that's what I'm using it for. My little fork, my tiny fork. And I got my lemon, my butter, my Tabasco. And so I'm all ready here and making my pile. That's my technique. I go to the meatiest parts of the crab shell, crack them open, drag out, you pull out. There's a lot of meat in there, for example. Like the hinge part or the, the joint part, I don't know what part of the crab it is, but anyway, that's what I am doing here and really enjoying it, and thought I'd make a video. So this is crab time with Father Sam and not coffee time, but we just entered the Holy Week. I'm doing this on Palm Sunday. Well, it's actually Saturday night, the vigil for Palm Sunday, the 27th. But we've entered Holy Week, and we got to recognize that, this is the holiest week of the year, and that we are really preparing to enter into a very special way into the paschal mystery. And we use that term, and that means the life, death, and resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ. So the paschal mystery. So we'll talk a little about our Lord as I continue to seek bonanzas and loads of crab meat, making my pile even larger here, and then to dig in. So Jesus comes to us, right? He comes in time, and that's real important, that he became one of us, took on our nature so that he could then expiate our sin, take away our sin. So he though without sin, though takes on our sin, takes it to the cross, nails it to the cross, to redeem us, right? To pay back that debt that we could never pay back ourselves, to reconcile us with God. So he willingly, lovingly wanted to do that. He desired to do that. Of course, that's God's plan. God's plan was to save us. Even though we were yet sinners, right? He still came to save us, and he still, of course, he loves us no matter how far we have strayed, and continues to call us back. But he gave his life. That's what we say. He sacrificed himself for our salvation. And then in that, he, of course, rose again from the dead, right? He truly died in his body and rose again, and that's Easter. So, we think about that this week. We read maybe the Passion narratives, as we call them, from Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John, for any of the New Testament, or the Gospels, the four Gospels. Just read what Jesus endured, what he went through, maybe doing a Stations of the Cross. That's always good. We're going to have that opportunity on Friday, Good Friday, in the evening, to do that again. We have our liturgies, our Triduum. Holy Triduum is those 3 days: Holy Thursday, Good Friday, Easter. It's called the Triduum, and it's actually one event in the, when we look at it in kind of from God's perspective, right? Because God is outside of time. So it's that one event that the death and resurrection go together, that they're not separate events. In time, yes, there is a sequence that Jesus died and rose, but it is in his dying and giving himself that he then gave us life. So there's this continuity, there's the connection, you can't have one without the other. Anyway, that's probably a lot going on with that thought. And the other thing I was thinking, if Jesus did not come, it says in I think it's Romans. Not sure. St. Paul. Okay, you can look it up. St. Paul says that God sent his son in the fullness of time. So God sent his son right at the time when he needed to send him to us to save us as a humanity, to bring us back to him, to reconcile us with God. And just imagine if Jesus didn't come, if we did not have Christianity, if those early apostles did not, I mean, they could, the Lord would have found another way, but let's just for hypothetically speaking, that they didn't die for Christ, didn't hand on the message of the gospel, of what Jesus did and what it passed on, the faith, with the gift of faith and the deposit of faith. Let's say somehow that got snuffed out. I don't think we would be living. I don't think we would be existing as a human race. We would have snuffed ourselves out a long time ago. Culture of death. Just imagine, even with Christianity and knowing what we know about the gift of the human person and made in the image and likeness of God, and the need for true justice and the desire for peace and all of that, and that we still do so much evil. Humans do so much evil to one another, but that would have been exponentially worse without Christ. Without Christ, yes, we would have, I think, totally just ended. We wouldn't have survived this long. So I wouldn't have been able to do this crab feed with you, right? Have this crab gab with you. So anyway, I got my pile here going. I think did I show you everything here? Let's try it again. If I didn't show you, I'm gonna show my pile. I'm gonna get crab all over my phone, but there it is. There's the pile. There's still some crab. There's the shells. Look at this. It's always great to get a little messy with the crab. I got my bib though, keeping me clean. So anyway, you have a most blessed Holy Week. Please like and share and like our videos. Please continue to follow us, especially on our Triduum liturgies. We have the Holy Thursday that will be live streamed. Good Friday, I don't think but we'll get back to the live stream on Easter Vigil for our baptisms. We have 15 that are being baptized, thanks be to God. And then, of course, Easter Sunday at 10 a.m. You can watch that. But if you are still able to come in person, I think there's still some slots. So you can look at RSVP and check that out. All right, so that's it. You have a wonderful and most blessed day.